All right, everybody, here we go.
Hello! We're here.
We're here. The last time you saw Crystal and I together, we were doing makeup. Mm-hmm. As you can tell, we still like makeup.
We have it on.
We are just not going to be, we're going to be transitioning, I'm going to be transitioning the blog a little bit because I love my blog. I just don't have time to write 3 hours per blog post because honestly that's how much it was taking me, and I was doing that about 3 times a week. I don't have time for that, and I know that y'all don't have time for that. So what we're going to do, Crystal and I, we had this great, very in-depth had discussion about this, and we both think that
we're funny.
We're funny. We listened to another podcast. It's an actual podcast, and so now with us doing a video, we're honestly the reason we chose the video is because we don't know how to do a podcast.
No, we don't, and we don't have microphones. And apparently, that's important.
Apparently. So we're going to do a vlog. Yes, it's a thing, okay? Apparently it's a thing. It is a new gang sign.
Vlog out. That's what we're going to do when we're done. That's good. Vlog it out, yo.
As you can tell, we're really prepared.
Very professional.
Very,
trained
very.
by the best.
Yes. Basically what we're going to do is just do some life together, share some very, very, life-altering information, I'm sure, for you. And and your brain cells will be like, thank you. We've just grown so much.
World-altering.
World-altering. We
Yes.
can solve the world's problems.
We do it all the time.
All the time. Now we're just recording it.
Yes, so that you may benefit from the solving of the problems in the world.
So there we go.
There you go.
That's what we're going to be doing. So Crystal is one of the more organized of the two of us, and she has started a list.
Tori's the go-getter. She gets it done.
I'm not into details person. I like the big. And so that's why I'm like, well, we'll just wing this and go with it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, when do we ever run out of anything to talk about?
We don't.
We don't. We never run out of anything to talk about.
Although I'm nervous that I'm just going to sit here and go,
oh, whatever.
Yeah.
You can lie. So today's a special day, though. It's our first day, and it's Crystal's birthday!
I'm 36! I keep forgetting how old I am. That's how old I am. I'm old enough that I'm allowed to forget my own age.
Yes, you are. Hold up. Last night, we celebrated Crystal's birthday, and somebody said, how old are you? I'm like, oh, she's 37. That's how old I am.
And I said, yeah!
And her husband was like, no, you're not.
He said, what year were you born?
Yeah.
Like you're talking to a child, and I was like, 1983, duh.
Not 37.
Not 37.
Not 37. I was like, oh, golly, I'm wiser.
You are
I'm
wiser.
wiser.
You have a whole year.
I've got a
of
year and a
life-
half on you.
Life experience
I'm
right
just
there.
age and the crown of, the beauty. I've even got the gray. Of course, one of our episodes, I just did this last week, was a box dyeing thing, because now I've decided that I want to get a massage instead of dye my hair professionally.
Yes.
So we're going to dye Crystal's hair, but that's why I'm saying you can't see my gray, because it's
We
a
have
$9
a phenomenal
box.
hair girl, but
Yes,
it
we
just
do.
gets a little out of our budget to do other things and dye our hair.
Yeah. Oh, do
So-
you hear my little robot going
I
off
do.
in
I
there?
hear Trevor.
Vector.
Same name.
Hey, Vector, go to sleep. Okay, so today's Crystal's birthday.
Woohoo!
And we had a grand idea that we were going to have coffee. Is that
We do.
mine
This
or is it
one.
yours? Okay,
Coffee.
here's Crystal's. She
She
has
got me
some
coffee
left.
for my birthday. Thank
Yes,
you. I appreciate it.
I've got your present too. I know. Well, it's pink with lots of hearts. How can you miss that?
That's awesome.
Well, mine was gone by the time we got here. We were going to sit out at the coffee shop, but it's pouring down buckets apparently. But we're still having a baseball game tonight. Not sure how that's going to happen. And I thought people might think that we were odd.
If we were at the coffee shop?
Yeah.
Well, we are odd, but that's okay.
We'd be like, y'all want to come join in on the conversation?
Look, there's people watching
So we're here in my house, and my people aren't here because I've been painting. And so they went to my mother-in-law's house. So
that's awesome.
That's what they're doing. So it's actually a free moment that there's no children here except for Vector, apparently, who he heard me talking
Yeah,
about it.
he's been talking since.
Yep.
He's not
So yeah. So we were gonna hold coffee and talk, and act all like mature and cool. But I already drank all mine. So
And mine's at the point where you just gargle.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that.
oh, sad. I knew mine barely lasts past the stoplight.
Mine doesn't last that long either. I usually suck that bad boy down.
Man,
Oh,
isn't that
place.
sad? I just spent $5 on a coffee that lasted about 50 seconds.
But it was delicious.
It
Yeah,
was
thank you.
amazing.
Somebody else made it.
They did.
And they included whipped cream, and you have to clean up after any of it.
Oh, praise the Lord.
We love
I
you, High
didn't.
Ground.
Yes,
and if
we
you
do.
feel like sponsoring us, we would be grateful.
We will drink your coffee.
We will
and
hold
sit
it.
there.
And look, I'll even do like a look. That's how good it is.
Yum!
Your favorite.
Okay, so do you want to open your birthday presents on this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I went with a theme.
Yeah.
Okay, now look, it's really small. Honestly, the bag is way bigger than the so go ahead, open it up.
Okay, I will say that the kids asked me what I wanted for my birthday this year, and I said I want a parade, and I want diamonds hanging from the ceiling,
Well,
and
don't
I
do
want
that.
tigers walking around, and they all looked at me like, I was like, I'm just kidding. I just want to sleep and have sushi.
Oh,
I'm getting that later. I
sleeping.
can't wait.
Sushi.
I got up at 9:30 today. Don't. I know. Our children wake up before the sun. Look at all the pink. You're distracted by the pink. I have sleepers.
Okay, I told you it was way smaller than
That's
that.
okay. I see sparkles.
I put them all in there. Okay, so I went with the theme. Okay, because you know how I like my leather
Mm-hmm.
earrings.
They're beautiful.
Okay, so I went with the whole theme. All right, and I know how you like bling.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so it's bling with the leather. All right, look, I even got animal print and bling.
Yes.
It's
awesome.
one of the fun.
Look at that.
Look at this. It's a magnet.
Oh,
It's the
that's
magnet
so
one.
Cool.
Isn't that cool? If you don't
I
want
love
it,
that.
I'll wear it. And then I got you a gift card
That's
because
a
you
good
can
friend.
take any of this back, and they
Those
have
are
really
awesome.
pretty shoes there.
Ooh, Factory Connection. Is that the
Yes.
one here in Martin?
Yes.
Awesome.
That's
Thank
about-
you. I love
I'm
that. Thank you.
glad.
Thank you.
I was like, you've never been there, and I love
not.
shopping there.
Okay.
They even have snake skin shoes
Ooh, fun.
right now, like really cute.
You're-
and I was just like,
You're opening my world up like Aladdin for Jasmine. Whole new world.
It's a whole new world. Yep, that's what we're
good
here
movie.
for.
Yeah.
I was gonna take the kids to that tonight,
I know.
but now we have a movie. Now we have
Yeah,
a baseball
yeah.
game, so that's not happening.
We should go together because I owe Allie the movie.
Well, I was gonna
Let's
take
go.
the whole people. Caleb probably won't appreciate that again. He was not as impressed as he was like, yeah, it was all right. I said, "Do you like all that singing?" He was like, "What do you think?" I was like, probably
Maybe he and Benjamin can hang and we'll take the girls.
Yeah. Well,
That's awesome.
Betsy told me, she was like, "Tori, you have to go." She's like, I stood up and clapped at the end. And her daughters, my nieces, my nieces were like, "Mom, sit down." She's like, I was not the only one in there standing up clapping.
I love it. I love it.
I was just like, okay, I've got to, because I love Will Smith.
I
He's
do
like
too.
one of my favorite actors.
He is awesome.
He's like my favorite.
He's so phenomenal.
So,
Love those.
oh, do you like it?
Yes, I'm gonna
really, you
switch
can
into
take it back.
I'm gonna switch to the necklace right now.
Well,
While I
really, you
speak.
can take it back and get anything you want. But I wanted to have a little something. And if you want to go get shoes, like, and they have all the dresses and everything there.
Watch this, y'all. I'm gonna do a live wardrobe change, and I'm not
Wardrobe
gonna flash.
change.
All right.
Look at us both wearing our kimono things.
I know. I was like, ooh, kimono. That sounds good. I'm gonna
It
do that.
covers
Look
up a
at
lot of
this.
things.
Yes, it does. It
I'm
is
so glad they're
very
in
gracious
style right now. Look at that. That's really pretty.
It's so pretty. I love all the sparkles.
Mhm.
I love this. I'm glad this stuff is big right now.
Yeah,
I
me too.
love it. It's so pretty. I was
Look at
admiring
that.
your mom's the other day. I was like, oh, that's
My mom likes bling.
Yeah, she does.
She has good taste.
I love her. She's such good taste.
She has good taste.
She likes the sparkles.
So,
Mm.
okay. So now, one of the main things we got on this for is because I wanted to talk about. Okay, so a lot of my blog, is about women's stuff and mom life and just doing life together. And I haven't been on it in a while because I have not had. Well, I don't have 3 hours to devote to anything right now. In the middle of baseball season, let's be realistic. Like
No.
the time I get these people in bed, it's 10:30, and I'm like, please,
Ready to
Lord,
crush
let's just go to
yourself.
sleep.
Yep.
So I wanted to talk about one of the something, it wasn't fun, that happened to me last week, and I know you know about it.
Mm-hmm.
That we women get a lot, a UTI. So I had to go to the doctor last week, which I appreciate doctors. I just don't ever go because, you don't want to have to pay for a copay. And, when you have 4 kids, moms don't have time to be sick. We don't have time to feel
we
bad.
Still have to buck up and get stuff done.
Oh, I haven't taken my medicine today. I got to do that.
You need to do
I
that.
still got antibiotics I got to take. So the nurse took me back or whatever. And she weighed me, which is like one of the most depressing things.
Horrible.
I'm like, I have already eaten, and I've already had my coffee, and I'm wearing all these clothes. We should at least take 10 pounds off.
I wish they'd do a Bluetooth scale where you just stand on there and it just shows up on their clipboard where we don't have to see it. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That sounds like a business right there.
We should, doctors, take note. We don't need to see
We
that
don't need
number.
to
Just
see
you
that.
do.
No,
Because I know they
want
need it to give us the right amount of medicine, but wouldn't that be great? We don't have to see the number.
And then you don't have to be
Just
depressed
shows
the rest of the
up.
day because you're
No.
like, dadgum.
Like,
Look.
just don't let me know.
And I wanted to tell her, I'm
baby.
like, I'm wearing at least 5 pounds of clothing right now.
This is not, I can take all this off. You stick this thing in that room,
Because
I'll take everything
I
off.
weigh at my house, I'm not wearing anything
I
of this.
know.
Okay.
I
All
might
right.
even trim some of my hair off.
And my bladder is empty, but I weigh it out.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so anyway, I go back. Daggum, that woman, and she's probably, I'm guessing around 20, maybe 22.
Bless her.
And she asked me the question, and it went through my head as it happened. I'm like, so we're now at this point. When she said, so do you still have a menstrual cycle? And I was like, yes. What? Do I still? I'm like, do I look that old?
No.
I mean,
You look like a
I'm
young buck. Look at
37.
you.
And I was like, do I still? I'm like,
Oh, that's painful.
and it went through my head like, and we're now at that season in life when the young chick over here asks me, do you still have a menstrual cycle? I'm like, let me tell you something. And so the rest of the time she was like, I know this shot's going to hurt because they gave me a shot and it still hurts. Like my hip is still hurting from that.
Oh, I hurt for you. Just you talking about it, I started sweating a little bit.
And I told her, I said, look, I've had 4 kids. This is nothing compared to what that felt like. And she was like, oh, I'm like, don't even talk to me. The one who just asked me if I'm still having a menstrual cycle. What? Are you kidding? Oh.
Tori, I'm so
When did
sorry.
that come? When did that happen?
I don't know. I'm telling you, there's nothing like humility at the doctor's office because when
right.
I had polyp and they had me on that special table and my doctor had student doctor with him and he's like, I've never seen one this big. I have student doctor so-and-so who was a very handsome young fella. And I was like, I've already had one baby. I'm not as modest as I used to be. Sure, go
by
ahead.
the second one, you're like, everybody come watch.
Yes. Well,
I
that's what
did.
they did. They
I
were
did
like,
too.
can so-and-so else come in and see this? Can nurse so-and-so see this? And I'm like, well, who else? And then that stupid bird and cat tile. There's a ceiling tile above you over the light that's a bird and a cat, and it's staring at you while you're staring at this, and everyone else is staring up at you.
Are
It's
you
horrible.
serious?
No, yes, it's awful. There's nothing. I just thought this should be a Friends episode. Marta Kaufman missed out on this. She needs to be here. We need to add one more person. It needs to be Marta Kaufman, and she needs to write one more Friends episode.
Oh my
She's so
goodness!
great.
I mean, what did they think when by the time I had my second one? They were like you, and they were like, they had all these nurses there, and I said, okay, y'all can come watch. I don't care because they were in training. Those girls were scared to death.
They should be.
Like they stood
With
like
good
literally against the wall like this, like as close to they could to by the door, but still get credit for being in there. And I was like, they look like they were mortified. I'm like, y'all chose this profession. What do you think's fixing to happen?
Buttercup,
I mean, they
yes.
were scared.
Bless them.
Oh, they were
Bless
so
them.
scared.
They must not have had any babies yet.
That's why you don't have sex.
Before you're married.
There you go. That's these things come out of you.
Yes, they do. And then your life is so exhaustive.
You're tired.
It's wonderful. It's the most wonderful exhaustion I've ever had.
You're just tired. Very
Yes.
tired.
Yeah.
So, and then apparently as we get older, we stay tired even though they get older and
Yes.
they sleep a little bit better than a newborn.
And then we have this.
And now we're just tired all the time.
Yeah, we are. And we have those wonderful mothers that are a few stages ahead of us that go, oh, don't worry. The stress turns into, well, where are they at now? They're not home with me. What are they doing? And I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Don't tell me
I
that.
think I'd rather be stressed out about if they're actually fulfilling their napping duty and
Amen.
actually taking the nap
Than who they're
instead of,
driving around with.
yeah, or if they're checking their cell phone while they're driving.
Yes. Like I do.
Well, I gave the boys a
I do a
lecture.
quick text.
They're like, what are you, they were talking about something. I'm like, I'm not worried about you on your phone because my oldest, is extremely responsible.
Yeah.
And he's like, Mom, don't check your phone. But I said, I'm not worried about you on your phone. I'm worried about all these other people who are looking down, driving past you because
Yeah.
they're on their phones.
Yes.
Get off the phones. That
Yeah.
gets on my nerves.
It
Apparently,
does.
it's fixing to be a law. Did you know that in Tennessee?
It's about time. Yeah, Georgia has it. The no hands phone.
Yes.
Yes, good.
That if
need
they
to pass
see
it.
if they see a phone in your hand
Yes.
in the car, they can arrest you.
Yes.
No,
they
give
can.
you a ticket.
They can give you a ticket. I know. My brother got one, I think.
Oops.
Sorry, Steven.
Do you know I
said that wrong.
never got that speeding ticket where they flash? Okay, so we have a thing at the town over. We were together.
We're talking.
And if you drive through a stoplight, they'll flash a camera and you get a ticket in the mail. We were together. And it was night.
Yeah, but there was something wrong with that camera.
I ran that light.
No, you were under.
It was yellow.
Yes, and it turned red way too fast. I was like, if they send you
Tell
a
that
ticket,
to the judge.
I will. It
And
did.
my husband.
It did. I told Brian, I was like, it was green when she left the line to go, and then it turned yellow when we were in the middle. And by the time we got to the bottom of, or underneath the light, it was red.
And then the camera went
flashed
off.
right away. And I was infuriated because it was green when we went through the intersection.
Mhm.
I was like, see, they can't give you that ticket.
I didn't get it. I
Good.
was so surprised.
I bet they looked at it and said no.
Now, there have been other times that I have gotten the tickets in the mail. Driving John's vehicle.
Yes. Brian is like, hey, look at you driving in such and such place, going 20 over. And I'm like, wasn't me.
I
Surely
don't
not.
know what you're
He's like,
talking
that's your
about.
picture on the tickets.
Oh, whoops. I'm like, do I look like John Cole? Do I? Here, let me see. Oh, sorry, I got a thing. Okay. So that was my big thing at the doctor. I was just like, really? Come on. And then you just have to deal with the fact that, like, now I'm, like, that old. That the girl asked me. She asked me. Like, seriously?
Like, of course I'm still having them. I'm a
What?
young woman.
I'm like, golly. How? Anyway. So, yeah, that was my latest experience at the doctor.
I am overdue. I have not. I realized I was thinking about it today because I have to get the girls signed up for doctor's appointments.
Oh, I haven't done that yet for my kids.
I know. I've got to do it. I'll probably end up doing them all at the same time.
Lindley's 7 months past due.
Oh, Allie.
It'll be the next birthday before.
Allie, I missed a whole year once. I was like, ooh.
At least there's no shots this time right now.
There's
no,
not until
Ethan,
they're
there
12,
has to
I
be.
think. Right? 12?
Yes, and
It's
guess
like a
who's
big
12?
Ethan, bless him. I don't envy you. So I told Brian, I said, I think the last time I went for a checkup, this is terrible, was like my last well check with Charlotte, who's now 3. Like after I had the baby. That's the last time I went for a checkup. Yes. I was like, I gotta go.
Yes, you
I
do.
gotta get this done. It is overdue.
Like almost 3 years.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. So I was like, I gotta go.
Yes,
I
you
very
do.
much do have to go.
Oh, mine's in September. I just don't enjoy those visits.
Oh,
I don't.
it's not.
And I know what's coming too. The fact that since they've already started asking me if I'm still having a menstrual cycle, the mammograms will be coming where they're going to squish my boobs.
We have 4 more years.
You have 4.
I have 4 more. You have 3.
I'm older than you.
Yes. You wise lady. I go to her for all of my life troubles. Because she has years of experience above me.
Oh,
There's your hubby.
Oh no, I'll have to call him here in just a minute. So anyway,
We love you, John.
yes, I'll call you back, but we're filming for our thing. So anyway, that was don't lose that.
That's important.
So anyway, that was really, it was disheartening.
I would say so. I'm
Yep.
still at the ripe young age of 36.
If I would have had cookie dough, even though it was 8 o'clock in the morning because I was in so much pain and I had been crying because I was like, I just want to go to the
You're miserable.
ER and I need some medicine. If I would have had cookie dough, I probably would have eaten it.
Oh, yeah.
And with chocolate, like probably just squeeze the chocolate syrup on
yes.
top. Because, what?
I know.
What? I mean, she should have said, when was your last menstrual cycle? And then given me the opportunity, if I was at that point, to say, oh, I've quit having this.
I would have said, where's your medical degree? Show me your medical degree. I want it right now. And don't you tell me it was from Barney State University.
Oh,
Let me see that
bless.
medical nursing degree.
How sad. How sad. So, anyway, so that's where we're at.
Yeah.
How is summer life going with all of your people at home?
Good. Well, we're party training Charlotte, and that's like our big excitement right now because we've moved from not Skittles. I almost said mermaids. We've moved from M&M's. That's where I got the M from. To Starburst. So she went Starburst after she pees.
A Starburst? Not
Yes.
a Skittle.
No, not a Skittle. Starburst.
Really?
She likes a Starburst. So that's our big thing right now. And I was telling Tori just a minute ago, she currently watches herself do the number 2, and then she calls out whether it's floating or sinking while she's going.
These kids are so gross.
It's the funniest thing. She'll just look down and go, oh, that one's going all the way down.
That is so gross.
It's
Like,
so
it kind
funny.
of makes me want to gag last night. Like, right now. Like, I'm just, when you don't have a kid in that stage anymore, you're just kind of like, now, it's like when I knew I was done for the nursery. I changed some kid's poopy diaper, and I'm like, oh, God. Oh, don't gag. Keep them on there. I'm going to gag. I'm like, when did I hit that stage? When I'm not changing my own kids, that's when it hit that
We
stage.
grew up very different. I had all brothers, and she had all sisters. So we have different points of exhaustion and grossness.
Yes. Yeah, we did. Betsy and I were tomboys.
Yes, and I was not, even though I had all brothers.
Yeah, I was a tomboy.
But I was blessed to have my own room, being the only girl. That was a big blessing. I was
Yeah.
always thankful for that.
Yeah,
Until I'm
I
at
would
this point in
imagine.
life. In this point in life, I do look at friends with sisters like y'all, and I think, oh, that would be nice. But at the time when we were younger and when everybody was trying to kill each other,
Yeah,
I
we
did
did
not
that
want a
too.
sister. I was so thankful.
Yeah. What
was
did
so
we
thankful.
call it? Every Sunday morning, because there were 3 of us, we would all get ready. It was the Taylor Rumble. We would come into Sunday school, and everybody's like, did y'all have the Taylor Rumble today? Because trying to get
Bless it.
3 girls plus our mom ready for church by 9:30.
Yeah.
And at that time, we only had 2 bathrooms. Between 4 of us, and Mom got the 1 bathroom, so the other 3 of us had to share. And our older sister, she was the girly one. She took all the hot water. I never had hot water. And do you know that when we moved out, my dad, yes, you did this, Dad, he got a bigger hot water heater.
Oh.
So my entire life, I had cold showers because I was always the last one. Either Betsy or I, because Michelle pulled rank.
Oh, yeah.
I always got cold showers. And then again, when we moved out, did he not get a big one? I'm like, for what, you 2?
The 2 of them.
Y'all could last. You wouldn't even need a new one.
Parents do that. My mom bought
Yeah.
a dishwasher the day my youngest brother moved out of the house.
Are you serious?
I wanted to break it. I was like, what is that piece of junk right there? You use your hands like you made us. And she said, all my dishwashers left the house. And I was like, ah!
Have you seen the new thing, the meme? No, it's not a meme. It's this new thing. When you first have a baby, everybody takes the first year picture and all this stuff. Well, now it's when all the kids leave the house. It's like empty nesters.
Oh, I saw that empty nesters photo shoot.
And they were taking
We're
pictures
so
like
sad. No!
I
was like, that is hilarious.
it was so the bomb.
It was.
I
I
was
did
just
see
like-
it. It was so cool. I was like,
I'm still holding to the fact that when Abby graduates, I will cry in Hawaii. Like, I think I can be okay there.
I don't know what I'll do when my last one graduates.
I'll
I'm
probably
hoping
cry
that
in
with
Hawaii.
the space that we have between them, maybe grandchildren will be on the other end of that one. Maybe. Because
Oh,
Charlotte and Benjamin are 6 years apart. So when she graduates from high school, it's feasible that he could be getting married.
Yeah. See, we waited for 5 years. Of course, we were younger when John and I got married.
Yeah.
Huh. This math. This is higher math.
I
Ethan
know.
was...
And Ethan's going to be older, much older. So he could be very well be giving you grandchildren at
8?
that time. Oh.
Was he 8?
Let's think about that.
He was 8 when she was... 8, 6...
He could.
No, he wasn't. No. 6, 4, 2, 0. He was 6.
But even 6 years difference, he could still be giving you grandchildren.
That's
once he
true.
gets out of high school.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that right now. Because then you get to be tired again. Like, like I'm sure
Only
my
as
mother
tired
now.
as you want to
That's
be.
true. I'm sure my mother was really tired right now. She's probably like, I'm ready to bring them back.
I know.
Oh, bless.
Allie's going to be a good mom. Oh.
This
Benjamin
is
will be a good
interesting
dad.
to think about.
I know.
Our children.
I need to change the subject.
Yeah. So, what else you got? Crystal actually made a notes
I
for
did.
us to talk
Oh,
about.
here's one of the things that I'm dealing with this summer. We're doing yard work because before I've just been, and I don't know if it's I finally got a hold of my medication. I've had thyroid issues since I've had Charlotte, or since before I had Charlotte. But now I have energy and we're getting out and we're doing yard work and finally taking care of our yard and doing a garden. And my second born is a mover and a shaker, and she is working like crazy and she's getting stuff done. My firstborn sits in the yard, and I have to say he's probably like me, complains about why we have to do this, and I have just like I'm out there and I'm clipping hedges, which I don't like to do. I'm from Atlanta. I do not do the country stuff. I like concrete. If the yard was all concrete and there was like 1 or 2 planters of flowers around and a raised bed for a garden, I could be just happy with that. I'm not a dirt person, but I'm out there working, and my baby girl's out there pulling stuff, hauling it to the road, taking bushes twice her size out to the road, and my fella is out there fussing about the work. And I was like, I've had it. So I get inside and I yell at my husband, get your child and get him at work. Get him to work because I've had it up to here. So we're battling laziness with my child.
Well, we got ours in the garden yesterday because, we have I live on a farm, and so
I'm in town.
we have a very large garden, and so we had to. I don't like details, so I like the idea of a garden, and I like the end.
Yeah.
I like to put up stuff. I can do that all the time. Getting out there, I don't like bugs. I mean, I can deal with them. I like them dead.
Yes.
No matter what the lady said on our last field trip about being kind to snakes, and snakes aren't trying to hurt you.
She doesn't know Jesus, does she?
I was just like, sister. Anyway, and so there were bugs, and Lindley, we had the boys out because John had to go to a meeting, and so we had to get everything weeded before John tilled. So we went overzealous on corn. We have 4 rows of corn. Well, the kids also helped plant those, so there were corn stalks every 1 inch, so we had to thin them out. So my second born, so the oldest got down with me, and he and I would pull weeds. Well, Caleb was in charge. Well, he took it on himself to thin out
Oh, no.
the next row. So we make it to the next row. Ethan and I, it was actually fun. They did so well. They helped me, and with us going, we could get this done. And so Caleb had this monstrous claw, so I was scared I was going to lose a finger. Because we also sell garden supplies, and that was one of the ones. And it's cast iron. I mean, it weighs 10 pounds. And so Ethan's
is it one of those twist and grind where
no, this one is a claw. So it's like this, the claw, and you pull it. I was scared I was going to lose a finger.
That's so cool.
Well, it was
You have to
really
show me
heavy.
that.
It's scary. I was scared. Ethan's like, you can have it back. I'm like, thanks. Because I'm like, watch that thing. It was nerve wracking. Well, Caleb gets in front of us, and he starts pulling it. And so the corn's this far apart now. And I'm like, stop, please. I'm trying to keep it calm and not
Breezy.
complain.
Yes.
And I'm like, why don't you stop there and you start weeding with us? And then, so now where we pulled out all the weeds, it's all these corn stalks laying in the middle of the rows.
No.
And so start
No.
planting corn stalks back in. So, I mean, we got all the weeds out, but...
And then some.
And some corn. A lot of corn. But we did that. So, I like having the corn, all the broccoli, all of this kind of stuff. And now that the boys will actually help.
Mm-hmm.
And I have found out a good parenting tip. Okay? Maybe this might help to get Benjamin. Because, when I dig potatoes, I don't like to bend over because it hurts my back. So I'll dig, and every potato they go and pick up and put up, I'll give them a nickel.
There you go.
And so that way, the first row when I grew potatoes, I mean, we probably had 20,
Yeah.
And so then the next year we moved our garden spot. It was July 4th I was burning up because that's when we do
hot.
it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, guys, I will pay y'all to do this. And I was like, I'll give you 10 cents because before I literally only had like 20 potatoes. The first row, have I told you this?
I don't think so.
Do you know how many potatoes there were in the first row?
How many?
400.
No.
Yes.
You paid them $40?
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. That is awesome, girl.
Do you know who never bent over? I sure didn't. John was like, I think you might need to like change your pay scale. I'm like, well, apparently that garden spot's really good because the first row. I paid. John's like, seriously, you're needed to go down to like a nickel this next time. $40 for one row, but I didn't bend over.
Well spent, John. $40
Yes.
well spent.
I didn't bend over. We ate potatoes for 8 months.
That
No,
is
it was
awesome.
9 months.
I would love to be able to store potatoes, but we just have a crawl space, and I know that there's snakes under there. I'm not getting into that crawl space. I don't know where we would do it. We've got a storeroom in the garage. That's the only place I could think.
Yeah, that would work.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
And what you do is, like, we just put a shower.
How do you keep creatures away from it?
You put a shower curtain on the bottom, and then you lay, like a plastic one,
Yeah.
and then you lay all your potatoes on top of that. Okay? And then I just put a sheet on top of them so that way they don't sprout.
Okay, and that probably keeps it weighed down so creatures can't get underneath.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
really bother anything.
Because we are big potato eaters. I love sweet potatoes and I love regular potatoes.
Is that your phone?
Oh, that's my alarm to pray for our church.
Oh, well, we should do that.
We'll do that
Is it
after.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay.
We'll do that after.
So, yeah, that's where we're at in garden life right
Yes.
now.
Well, and Benjamin, we homeschooled Benjamin at kindergarten, and the teacher that was the video teacher, she was a Nebeka video series teacher that teaches down at PCCU at the elementary school they have there. And she was like, when her kids were younger, she used to tell them stories and sing funny songs with them and did them Bible verses and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, so that's what I'll do to get them motivated. It didn't work. It didn't work at all. I was like, I'm losing the fruits of the Spirit here. I was like, this is not working.
Oh,
That's
bless.
awful.
Yep. John, we're videoing. We're here now. I know, they'll be here in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's when you want to say, I need to go have another quiet time with Jesus, people.
Yes, I
Like,
did.
I do.
had to pray while I was marching in with stomping my feet.
I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
I would
Yeah.
say so, absolutely.
And I think that those kind of things bother me more because I see them in myself. And I'm like, don't you realize it's a terrible thing about myself that I'm singing you?
Yes.
Please stop.
Please stop.
And he is, if it's something he's passionate about, like anybody else, he is really good. He's a hard worker. Like, school comes easy to him, and he will work hard at school, and then stuff like, he's just my kid. We like the concrete. we like the flash and pizzazz of the Hollywood life.
There you go. Yeah, I like a pool.
Yes, I do too. I like
I
the
could
pool.
handle the pool. The pool. Had it not been starting to rain, they wanted to go jump in the pool, and I was like, "Don't you get in that pool, Dad? It'll kill us because you got mud on you from
Yes.
all that weeding and stuff."
Even we've got a tiny little 10 by 3 foot pool, and it's only 2 feet deep. And I make the kids hose their feet off before they get in with the
We
grass.
have to. It's a rule.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
nasty.
good. Yeah.
We do.
Yeah.
We have
Because
a
the
rule.
grass releases like junk into the pool that makes
Oh.
it harder to keep it clean.
Yeah. Ugh. We just don't want to clean it.
So we've been looking up ways to keep that clean with bleach and stuff.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So what we're gonna do? I think that's what we're gonna try and keep it around 30 minutes.
Okay.
I think we went around. What are we at?
We're at
33
minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that would
That's
probably be a good
Stopping
thing.
point.
Probably a good stopping point for us.
Yes.
What do you think?
I think it's great.
Okay.
Do y'all
So-
think it's great?
There you go.
You can
All
let
right.
us know if it's too long.
Yes.
But do it
Whatever.
nicely.
Because what
Or
we
we'll
do,
block.
the reason why
Do it nicely. Please.
is I don't even know what I was gonna say. What was I gonna say?
said-
We're gonna do this once a week, and we listen to the podcast, and we just listen to it while we're doing life, and so
Yeah.
that's why the purpose of this is because when we listen to it's the Big Boo podcast, and when
And we
we
love
listen to
them.
it, we're just like, That's so much fun because it's like listening to your best friends.
Yes.
And like we talk back to them.
Yes, I do. I'm like, I know when they're talking to me.
It's so funny.
Yes.
So yeah, so that is what we're going with, and that's what, and we'll be talking about anything and everything on here, as you can tell, from kids to, we talk a lot about Jesus because he's our best friend.
Yes.
And then a lot of kids and mom things and just life.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell you about my devotion because I ended up having the same one as my brother today. And we were talking about, Job is talking about how vile he is, and God's like, listen, how could you think you could top me on anything? I made the Leviathan, which is the big dinosaur, and I made the one that's under the water. I just told Tori about this and I forgot what it was. But he's telling Job, he's like, Can you put your hooks and your necks on what I created? How dare you think you can control me at all? And then he says, like, Stephen laughed, and he was like, I told Stephen, it's like he's saying, can you put your reins on my Leviathan and give it to your sissy? I mean, no, you can't. You can't control anything. It was so funny. I want to talk about that, but we're out of time. So I'll stop right there. It was so funny. Go. We do enjoy talking about Jesus, too.
Yes, we do. We talk about Jesus
He's
a
our
lot.
purpose. He's the one that gives us the joy that we have.
Yes.
Which is another reason why we want to do this.
Yeah, and that's why we wanted to do this, too. Just to let people know, hey, it's cool. It's fun to be a Christian.
It is. We have a happy life.
Yep. It's not that we always have it together.
No.
And life is not going to be perfect. But we have a reason and a purpose. And we will make it through with Jesus.
Yes, we will.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
Yes.
We will be back on here. And just feel free. If you have any kind of topics or anything you want us to talk about in our so enlightening conversations, absolutely. Feel free and let us know. All right. Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye. Vlog out.
I was just going to say, what was our sign?
Vlog out.
Bye, y'all. Bye.